I'm here with Megan Hansen. She's like the history book of Yankton, South Dakota. And you're the curator of the Mead Building.
Yes.
So I came to you. Initially, I wanted to find out or get video of the construction of the Gavins Point Dam. Mm-hmm. But I guess what you're telling me is they could not have built the Gavins Point Dam without first, constructing the Meridian Bridge.
That is correct. Without the Meridian Bridge, it would have been so much harder to move their materials from the Yankton side to the Nebraska side. The bridge was actually started construction in 1920-21.
Okay.
And it was completed in October of 1924.
October 11th seems to be an important date in Yankton history. It was October 11th, 2009, that the Discovery Bridge was officially opened. And it was October 11th, 1924, that the Meridian Bridge was initially opened, and it will be 100 years old in 2024. So why don't we celebrate on Friday, October 11th, 2024? I don't think it's a coincidence that it's on a Friday. We could celebrate both bridges, the Meridian Bridge 100 years old, and the Discovery Bridge 15 years old. This is an official copy that I have from the Meridian Bridge celebration that they had in 1924. And these people were so excited about getting this bridge that they celebrated for 8 days straight. 8 days from noon until midnight with fireworks. They had 6 parades. They had a mule named Ebenezer. I mean, they pulled out all the stops. They had 6 stages. So I'm just throwing that out there. What do you think? Should we have a celebration in 2024? I think we should. Where would we be without the Meridian Bridge? It was a big component to building the dam and getting the lake. And so it's an important part of Yankton history. Now let's go back to our video.
So with the building of the Meridian Bridge, they were at least able to conquer the Missouri River by the way of safe transport now. So originally, when the bridge was built, they had intended to partner with a railroad company to help cut costs, but they never could get a railroad company to partner with them. So at first, just the top deck of the bridge was used for vehicle transport and foot transport.
And they were going to use the bottom as the railroad.
That's correct.
Part.
Yep. So, and I know it's really hard to see, but in this postcard here taken by Louis Janashek, you can kind of see the railroad tracks as they go down the bridge here. They concreted over those tracks and they made it a 2-way traffic bridge. So the top was for, northbound traffic? And the bottom was for southbound traffic. So once that was done, they were able to make traffic on the bridge a little easier, so you didn't have to stop traffic coming one way so that traffic could go the other way, stop traffic so it can go the opposite way and things.
So basically what happened was they couldn't get a railroad company to commit to doing that.
That's correct.
So they concreted the bottom.
Yep.
And then they were able to take product across the river to get to the dam.
Yes.
Okay.
And they even had to lift the span here in the middle, a little bit in the middle, to get the western chief. So it was a dredge that they had brought up from Omaha up to the dam site. This one here shows the span actually lifted up, and one of the ferries going underneath it, the Douglas. This is also another Janashek picture. He took a lot of pictures of the bridge. It was a beautiful bridge. Still is a beautiful bridge. Chan Gurney, as former Senator Chan Gurney, was involved in some of the early construction of the bridge.
Senator from South Dakota.
Senator from South Dakota, yes. Fun fact, his mother, Henrietta, was the first woman, the first vehicle to cross the Meridian Bridge after its completion in 1924.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So it does matter who you know.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Another thing that you brought up earlier was you said that the bridge could not have been built without the people of Yankton.
Oh, yeah. So the Meridian Bridge is also called the $1 Million Bridge because it was quite an expensive feat to build. But the Meridian Bridge Company, the Meridian Highway Bridge Company, was founded by businessmen here in Yankton, and they were selling bonds to the people of Yankton to help, cut costs, help build it. So really, it was the people's bridge because they bought the bonds. They were constantly paying, $1 here, $10 there when they could to help buy these bonds, buy the bonds to help pay for the bridge because they wanted this bridge so badly. So if you were hauling cattle, you had a certain price. If you were hauling hogs, there was a certain price. You're hauling horses, it's a certain price. If there's a trailer involved, you had a price for that. If it's a tractor, you had a price for that.
So before that, they used ferries, you said, to go back and forth?
Yep.
And I bet that took a while.
Yep.
do
So in the summer, you had the ferry boats and then the pontoon bridge, which was constructed every summer. And then in the winter, you hoped that ice was thick enough and you would drive your car.
So there'd be people just driving across.
In the winter, yep.
Wow. That's great.